Now on CoastTV News.
Treatment troubles. We look at the attempt in Lewis to move forward in its wastewater situation after a deal with Rehoboth Beach fell through last month.
Milton rental reform, the priorities the town is considering in drafting a new policy on short-term rentals.
Delaware dollars debate, the latest on the corporation-friendly bill making its way through the General Assembly in the effort to have billions of dollars stay in the state.
A terrific Tuesday on the way for Delmarva with high pressure providing sunny skies. Winter ends mild with spring showers on Thursday. Details coming up.
This is CoastTV News Today.
And we continue with our 6 o'clock hour. Good morning, I'm Matt Pensick.
And good morning, I'm Elisa Weber. It is Tuesday, March 18th, 2025.
And if you're just joining us, we've been having this discussion throughout the morning. When do we think that... Tomato, tomato, your definition, mine.
Yeah.
But we're talking about, when do you think spring really starts? So I have another one for you, Lisa. First day of baseball season.
I'm going to top that.
Okay.
My birthday's April 10th, so I think I have final say.
So we got to wait till April 10th.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Baseball season.
Spring starts when I say so. Right? Right, Bob?
This is
agree?
Breaking news to me. I don't know, Bob.
I think Bob will agree with me.
I think it's a personal preference. You know, once again, I'm sticking with when the grass is greening up and the trees are blooming, which are doing now. Spring is here and it officially arrives Thursday morning, but it's feeling like winter this morning. 34 in Salisbury and Georgetown and Seaford, 37 Ocean City, 37 in Rehoboth right now. And those winds are really picking up out of the northwest and they're gusty, 25. I've seen gusts at 30 miles per hour, and that's sending feels like temperatures down into the 20s for most of us, mid to upper 20s, some lower 30s. So really bundle up out the door. We're seeing clear skies, good visibility. I did notice still some water in some ditches on the sides of the roads from all that rain yesterday, but we continue the drying out process as high pressure is building in from the west, but still a cool northwesterly flow. And those winds are breezy this morning. Mid-morning, we're looking at temperatures in the 30s and 40s, around 50 by noon. And then by mid-afternoon, I think maybe 60 in Seaford back through Salisbury, but then cooler as you work your way towards the coast, maybe 40s and 50s there. Ferry ride up to Cape May is chilly, and make sure you bundle up. Lots of sunshine, 30s this morning, and then mid-40s by late morning.
Thank you, Bob. Our top story this half hour involves the wastewater situation in Lewis and how the city plans to respond after a deal to pump millions of gallons using Rehoboth Beach's outfall fell through. The city's Board of Public Works hoped that would solve the need for a new facility. Nearly 5 years ago, partially treated wastewater was discharged into the Lewis-Rehoboth Canal, and in 2021, the pump station broke after it was discovered that items like wipes were being flushed into the system from people's homes. New BPW General Manager Robin Davis will be part of tonight's workshop at the Rollins Center, dealing with the options related to the need of a new facility.
New this morning, Milton is looking at short-term rentals. Currently, the town does not have a policy for businesses like Airbnbs. Some of the recommendations being considered tonight by the Planning and Zoning Commission include having only 2 people per bedroom. However, children 6 and under are not counted in that total. Commercial events would not be allowed at the rental. And get this, a new article would need to be added to the town code, specifically dealing with short-term rentals.
Developing news in Delaware. A bill designed to entice large corporations to remain in the state has passed the state Senate, now heads to the House. Senate Bill 21 would reconfigure corporate law in Delaware, and the reason why this has the attention of the General Assembly is because over $2 billion the corporations represent. That makes up over 33% of Delaware's budget. This does have bipartisan support. Includes co-sponsors from Sussex County, Brian Pettyjohn and Gerald Hawker. We actually spoke with a corporate lawyer expressing concern over the legislation, and he says it strips Delaware's unique chancery court system of its power.
This bill is a rebranding because it says, let's put the courts aside, let's get rid of stockholder litigation, and the new message from Delaware to Silicon Valley and to Wall Street is, if you don't like a court decision, come to the General Assembly and we'll pass legislation to help you out.
Senate Bill 21, it started to gain momentum after Elon Musk moved Tesla out of Delaware. In states like Texas, Ohio, and Nevada, they're in the process of developing business-friendly legislation that could encourage other corporations to leave Delaware.
Happening today, an organization from California called Direct Action Everywhere, or DXE, will be on Delmarva protesting animal agriculture. Animal agriculture consists of the breeding, raising, and slaughter of animals for human use, something the organization wants to get rid of. If DXE were to achieve its goal and rid the country of animal agriculture, the Delmarva Chicken Association says it would be disastrous.
It would mean tens of thousands of jobs going away. It would mean a major source of food for the U.S. Would just be not available. It would mean chicken would become a lot more expensive and a lot harder to get.
That protest is set to start in just a few hours at 11 a.m. This is now going to bring us to our CoastTV poll. We want to know your thoughts on ending animal agriculture like poultry farming on Delmarva.
Yeah, let's take a look at the updated results from last hour. 63% of you are voting strongly disagree. 34% strongly agree, and then we still just have those couple of votes for somewhat agree and somewhat disagree. If you haven't voted yet, you can still do so at coasttv.com or our mobile app. You are now looking live at Washington, D.C., and one of the issues this week driving debate in the nation's capital is the deportation of alleged Venezuelan gang members by the Trump administration. And the Obama-appointed federal judge who issued an order over the weekend to halt flights carrying the migrants, he wants more information about the deportations in writing by noon today.
As NBC.
Well, first of all, Mr. President,
President Trump set to speak with Russian President Vladimir Putin today, pressing for an end to Russia's war on Ukraine.
we're going to see if we can work a peace agreement, a ceasefire and peace, and I think we'll be able to do it.
Heavy airstrikes continue as President Trump seeks to persuade Putin to accept a 30-day ceasefire that Ukraine agreed to last week.
We're getting down to a very critical stage, and we want to get the whole Russia-Ukraine thing done.
It comes as Israel began launching extensive airstrikes against Hamas targets in Gaza overnight, killing more than 250, according to health officials in the Hamas-run territory. Israeli officials accusing Hamas of failing to return hostages as part of a fragile ceasefire agreement and vowing to act with increasing military force.
Israel will not stop until all of our hostages are back home.
The White House says the Israelis consulted Trump officials about the attacks. That as the Trump administration is defending against new criticism of its deportations of more than 130 alleged Venezuelan gang members to a prison in El Salvador under a rarely used 1798 statute that does not require due process during wartime. And despite a federal judge's order to halt the flights that the White House claims came after the planes had left U.S. airspace. In a tense hearing Monday, the judge rebuked a Justice Department lawyer for refusing to answer key questions, the DOJ citing national security concerns as Trump officials promised to press ahead. In Washington, Alice Barr, NBC News.
This just in, President Trump has ordered the U.S. Secret Service to end protections for former President Biden's children, Hunter and Ashley Biden. It is common for family members of former presidents to have Secret Service protection for a certain period of time. Former President Biden extended security protections for his adult children for 6 months after he left office in January, which has been standard. President Trump granted his adult children the same 6 months of protection when he left office in 2020. And we're just getting started in this hour of Coast TV News Today.
Coming up, exciting education expansion, the plans for a new learning wing at the Milton Theater, and when it could be completed.
Also, Milford development drama. We'll tell you about the debate over a new development in Milford. That is up for discussion today.
And a retail sales situation, the latest on America's economic front after reports show some sales are increasing. All that and more as Coast TV News Today continues.
Accurate termite and pest control. Our professional pest management program includes year-round protection, 4 seasonal visits or more, and pest-free peace of mind. Locally owned and operated, Accurate Termite and Pest Control, on target since 1995.
Fall in love with safety and reliability at Gateway Subaru during the Subaru A Lot to Love event. From rain and snow to sunny skies, Subaru's legendary symmetrical all-wheel drive has you covered through any weather. Right now, take home a new 2025 Subaru Outback and take advantage of great financing rates as low as 1.9%. Stop by today to pre-order the all-new 2025 Subaru Forester Hybrid, designed for tomorrow. Gateway Subaru, just minutes from the beaches in the heart of Delmarva. Higher standards.
DSN Plus is more action. 4 additional live stream games every weeknight and full replays on demand. DSN Plus is more local. 5 live games every weeknight, showcasing high school showdowns and regional rivalries across Delmarva. DSN Plus is more access. Watch on your mobile devices, and remember, DSN is still free over the air and on cable. But get more with DSN Plus, just $6.99 a month. Download the Delmarva Sports Network app from your app store today.
Accurate termite and pest control. A new season is coming and so are the pests. Day one in. Trust Accurate to keep them out year round. Locally owned and operated, Accurate termite and pest control, on target since 1995.
6:11 on this cold Tuesday morning. Starting to see a little daylight on the Bay Health cam right now. 34 in Dover, and we've got 30s elsewhere as well. We're above freezing, and I think with the wind blowing, we're not going to see frost, but that feels like temperatures down there. We're seeing wind gusts 25 to almost 30 miles per hour, so it feels like temperatures right now into the 20s and lower 30s. Really have to bundle up out the door. And no surprise here, I'm going extra large on the coffee this morning just because it's so cold, but a warmer end to the day. 50s at the beaches, but 61 inland with lots of sunshine later on.
Up, fast-moving wildfires prompting evacuation orders in Oklahoma. The wildfire is burning near the town of Meridian and rapidly spreading. Scooper planes are helping assist firefighters from the sky. However, gusty winds and low humidity are helping to fuel that wildfire. And if you're a part of a nonprofit or community group in Delaware, Denmark is offering community water quality improvement grants. Those grants, ranging up to $75,000, are available for projects that improve water quality and stormwater management. You can submit up to 2 project proposals, but you'll need to get them into Denmark by April 29th.
Now in Sussex County, the Indian River School District is updating access to the Harry K. Foundation Food Pantry. The district posted to its Facebook page that the use of the pantry has moved within the school district learning center. According to the school district, people looking to access the food pantry, they must park at the back of the building, enter and exit through the back door, and they may not exit on the playground side of the building. The district says the food pantry is open every Thursday from 8:30 to 1:30.
The latest retail report came in weaker than expected. Retail sales were up slightly in February from the previous month, a 0.2% increase to be exact. But February's numbers from the Commerce Department still came in much lower than economists had projected. Retail executives have recently warned consumers are feeling stretched and they're being more cautious with their spending.
Forever 21 has filed for bankruptcy again. It is the second time the retailer's U.S. operating company has filed in the past 6 years, and the company cited increased competition from foreign retailers of fast fashion. Forever 21 said it will hold liquidation sales at its U.S. stores, and it's trying to find a buyer for some or all of its assets.
Still ahead, of Milford development dilemma. We'll tell you the mixed reviews from locals as a new development looks for approval in the city.
Clear skies and cold right now in Lewis on the Irish Ice Cam, and we're looking at a terrific Tuesday for Delmarva. Lots of sunshine and 60s. Winter ends mild with spring showers on the first day of spring. That's coming up on Thursday. Your full forecast details in 2 minutes. Stay tuned.
Delmarva's hit music station, 102.5 WBOC.
It matters late at night.
It matters when you aren't sure and need someone who is.
It matters when times are tight and saving money can really make a difference.
Thanks so much. I really appreciate you. Hi, Alex.
Where you get your medicine has never mattered more. That's why we have more locations than any other pharmacy, with pharmacists you get to know right in your neighborhood.
Where you get your medicine matters.
The sound you hear is your house being eaten away by termites. When you've seen one, it's already too late and the damage has begun. To avoid permanent damage and to keep your home protected for years to come, call the specialist at Bennett Termite and Pest Solutions. We have the tools, technology, and experience that has raised the termite control and treatment standards on Delmarva. Call the experts at Bennett Termite today.
Remember, Delmarva, quality isn't expensive, it's priceless.
When choosing windows and doors for your home, at Pella, it's your choice. We manufacture maintenance-free vinyl, fiberglass, and wood-clad windows and patio doors, all with lifetime warranties. High performance, energy efficient, and loaded with options to help make your house your home. Industry first features and benefits make living easier and increase your home's value. Visit our Experience Center or call us today to schedule your free in-home consultation where we bring the showroom to you.
The weather is brought to you by Spicer Brothers Construction. Born here to serve here.
Give your home that brand new house feel with a spring refresh from Spicer Brothers Construction. From top quality roofing, siding, windows, doors, and gutters, we can handle all your exterior renovations installed by professional experts, built to last a lifetime.
And with our price match guarantee and done right guarantee, you can have total peace of mind. Right now, save 25% on your entire Refresh Your Home project. Plus, with our Home Shield Protection Package, know your home is covered year-round.
Spicer Brothers, because you deserve the best.
Time is 6:16, and you are looking live at the bright lights along the Lewis Canal. It's been a couple days on this one, Bob, but today I had to go with the winter coats. More specifically, I think it's a winter coat morning.
Yeah, I think we're going to have a couple of winter coat mornings as we see the end of winter coming up tomorrow. The afternoons will be nice. It's just the mornings that are chilly, like this morning. We're above freezing, but it's 34 in Salisbury, Ocean Pines, and Georgetown, 37 in Rehoboth right now, Bethany Beach at 36. And we've got some wind, too, especially at the coast, sustained around 10 to 20 miles per hour, but gusting to 28 at Indian River Inlet, 24 in Ocean City, and 10 in Seaford. So not as gusty to the west, but still that wind making that feels like temperature into the 20s and lower 30s. So definitely has that winter feel this morning. As we're looking at mainly clear skies, just some clouds maybe hugging the coast a little bit as we're seeing low pressure slowly moving away with rain well offshore. We've got high pressure building in from the west, so we're looking at a colder northwest flow today, but it will be warming up for inland areas. And then once this high starts to slide offshore, we will start to warm things up just in time for the end of winter tomorrow and the beginning of spring on Thursday. But we're quiet across the plains, but it's warming up here, and that warmth will be heading our way. But not this morning, 7 a.m. on Futurecast. We're into the mid-30s, and it's windy this morning. Temperatures slowly warming to the 30s and 40s into the 50s. Still breezy around the noon hour. And then by 2:30, I think we're well into the 50s inland areas and close to 60 around Seaford back through Salisbury. Upper 50s, close to 60 around the 113 corridor, and 40s and 50s at the coast. It's going to be chillier there. As we go through the overnight hours, clear skies and temperatures by Wednesday morning, still pretty cold into the 30s to around 40 degrees. And then Wednesday, it does start to warm up. In fact, inland areas well into the 60s, 66 in Millsboro around 2 o'clock, 69 in Delmarva, maybe 70 in Salisbury, but much colder at the beaches. I think we're looking at 50s there with increasing clouds as we go into Wednesday evening. As those winds are pretty strong this morning, gusting 25 to 30 miles per hour, but they'll start to back off and they'll calm down through the overnight hours into Wednesday morning. Here's the next system we're watching for the first day of spring. Spring showers later Thursday and Thursday night. This system not nearly as strong as the previous one, but bringing us some rain into later Thursday and early Friday. Friday is blustery and colder, and this model wants to bring in some clouds and showers for the weekend. I think the weekend, all in all, will be dry, but cool. As far as the rain goes, maybe about a half an inch to about 3/4 of an inch with that front as we go into later Thursday. Paul Davis 7-day forecast, 61 lots of sunshine today, 65 Wednesday to wrap up winter. Winter going out kind of meekly. We like that. Thursday, first day of spring, 68 late day showers and then blustery and in fact windy on Friday, 53. The weekend not bad, some clouds Saturday, 63, cooler Sunday, and then maybe more showers by next Monday and 65.
Bob, happening today, Milford officials will gather to discuss a possible new development. The Milford Housing Development Corporation wants to build near the Riverwalk. The proposal is for 27 townhomes on about 4 acres of land to be called the Riverwalk Villas. The Planning Commission recommended that project for approval back in 2023. Some people CoastTV spoke with talk about the growth in a good way, but others have concerns about traffic and nature preservation.
Why I chose Milford was because of the natural, the ability to really be in touch with nature right here. And this Riverwalk, if you were to put villas right on it, it's going to take that away.
And today's Planning Commission meeting could decide whether Riverwalk Villas get the next stamp of approval.
Yeah, and that's not the only property that will go before Milford officials at that meeting today. There will also be a public hearing for a commercial project. This one's on North Walnut Street. It's being proposed by 39 North Walnut LLC. And according to Milford officials, that business is asking for conditional use to allow for 10 commercial spaces and 4 short-term rentals. The Milford Planning Commission meeting, that one is set for 6 tonight.
Up next on CoastTV News today, exciting education expansion. We'll tell you how leaders say the education program will benefit from this new addition. Don't go anywhere.
Take your favorite radio station with you wherever you go. Download free today.
Look who's cooking for Sussex County Habitat for Humanity. Volunteer chefs from local realtors compete for the best appetizers, entrees, and desserts. And you can try them all. It's an evening of tasty treats, raffles, and door prizes at the St. Jude Parish Center on March 20th at 6 p.m. in Lewis. For more information about the event and to get your tickets, go to sussexcountyhabitat.org. We'll see you, Delmarva, at the Look Who's Cooking Challenge on March 20th in Lewis.
Middays with April Brilliant. It's a feel-good show on your radio.
April is the easiest way to get through my workday.
She plays my favorite songs.
She helped me find my furry friend.
She's always making me smile.
Listening to April is the best way to get through my workday.
She makes me feel special.
Middays with April, weekdays 10 to 3 on Coast Country 103.9 and 106.3. Sponsored by Dorchester County Office of Tourism.
I've been thinking about renovating my garage floor. And suddenly, I'm seeing signs everywhere. The universe keeps hinting, even at my local gas company. Pinnacle Concrete is everywhere. And again, multiple signs at the print store. The signs are too strong to ignore. It's time to call. With so many options, my dream is taking shape. And now, I'm not just seeing signs, I'm living proof. Pinnacle Concrete Coatings, because quality matters.
Dandelions, a bright yellow warning that now is the time for prevention because crabgrass and clover aren't far behind. Hillside Lawn Service has been making lawns around the Chesapeake healthier and weed-free for nearly 30 years. From soil to trees, grass and weeds, Hillside's certified agronomists test your soil, apply exactly what it needs and nothing it doesn't. Their high-efficiency formulas help protect our waterways. Switch to Hillside now and get $25 off their annual maintenance program. Call Hillside Lawn Service for your free assessment.
A new education wing is in the spotlight for the Milton Theater. Officials there say the estimated $3 million expansion will set the scene for their arts program. And we got a look at that incoming expansion. Theater management says they've outgrown the current space and the wing's rehearsal spaces and classrooms. They're expanding arts education area. The theater's marketing director says they don't expect parking to be a problem with this expansion.
We do the theater programs on Tuesdays when we don't have shows. And if we ever do expand the program, we're going to do it again, not on the busy days.
And the Milton Theater says they expect to break ground on that new wing in May or June, and construction on the project should be finished by the beginning of next year.
New this morning, the Powerball lottery jackpot has jumped to just, a little bit of money, $416 million. This is after there were no winners Monday in the drawing. The jackpot will have a cash value of at least $194 million. Your next chance to score some big money is tomorrow night. Matt, it's hard to believe winter's coming to an end in 2 days. Exciting. Baseball starts next week.
Yeah, we mentioned opening day baseball. I was just looking it up right now. Now, opening day for Major League Baseball in America, North America, I probably should say, March 27th. Except the Cubs and Dodgers, they're playing their first game right now. It's taking place right now in Japan.
Well, I know someone who likes baseball and also likes the weather.
Yeah, I know. That's another sign of spring, right? Is the baseball season starting up. At the beaches today, it's going to be chilly. Assateague and Chincoteague looking at mid-30s, but a nice warm-up, lots of sunshine. You're in the 50s today, low to mid-50s. Make sure you have the sunscreen. UV index now is moderate with that stronger March sun. Fenwick Island and Ocean City, lots of sunshine and temperatures into the mid-50s for you. On the bay side, warming up the next couple of days in Cambridge with rain showers on Thursday as spring begins. Similar conditions into Crisfield. Much more in your forecast coming up in the next half hour.
After the break on Coast TV News today, hopeful return home. We'll give you an update on the return home from one NASA crew that's been months in the making.
Also, boardwalk display discussion, the latest in new regulations in Ocean City dealing with merchandise.
And obscene signs goodbye. We'll tell you about the new approval from Ocean City officials in an effort to keep the boardwalk family friendly. Coast TV News today. We'll be right back.
18 years ago, we founded Community Bank Delaware with the goal of providing high-quality banking services to our local community. Here you meet with decision makers, people just like you who live in and love this community. We provide the newest banking technologies to our customers, supported by our local team of banking professionals. Our bank serves clients throughout Sussex County, and we continue to grow, all thanks to you. Community Bank Delaware, where community matters.
Stay tuned to get a free automatic toilet bowl cleaner from Mermaid. Your sink stopper's broken, and fixing a drain is a pain. Introducing Mermaid Drain Magic, the instant solution to most broken drains. Just remove and replace. In seconds, you can fill and drain with a simple press of a button. Drain Magic makes replacing your old, broken, rusty, even missing sink stoppers fast and easy. Drain Magic's anti-clogging basket helps prevent clogs in your sink, catching hair, food, even jewelry. Made with brass and chrome and a silicone gasket, it creates a watertight seal. Order your Mermaid Drain Magic today for only $19.99 and get a Mermaid toilet bowl cleaner absolutely free. Drop it in the tank for up to 3 months of cleaning. But wait, this could be your last chance to get Drain Magic at this low price with free toilet bowl cleaner. There's a strict limit of 3, so order now.
Call 1-800-944-6857 or visit GetDrainMagic.com. So call 1-800-944-6857 or visit GetDrainMagic.com now.
Draper Media is searching for a full-time entry-level accountant. Successful candidates should have at least an associate's degree or equivalent experience. Candidates with experience in Sage Intacct will be given preference. It's an extremely detail-oriented job involving problem solving. Join the Draper Media team today as our next accountant with full benefits. Go to drapermediajobs.com to learn more and apply. Draper Media is an equal opportunity employer.
Now on Coast TV News.
Prohibiting profane merchandise, where the effort in Ocean City stands as boardwalk businesses await a policy decision ahead of the busy summer season.
Keeping corporations in Delaware. We look at the bill in the General Assembly as the threat of losing billions of dollars remains.
Splashdown Target. The lengthy stay in space for 2 astronauts is finally nearing its end, with a return to Earth expected later today.
A terrific Tuesday on the way for Delmarva, with high pressure providing sunny skies. Winter ends mild with spring showers on Thursday. Details coming up.
This is Coast TV News Today.
March 18th, 2025. Good morning, everybody. I'm Matt Pensick. Good morning, Elisa.
Good morning, Matt. Good morning. I'm Elisa Weber. Thank you for joining us.
Time is 6:29, making our way on this Tuesday morning. You just heard Bob promise a terrific day.
He did.
You know what I know about Bob? He usually makes good on those promises.
I know, Bob. Terrific. I mean, all right. I'm ready. Yesterday afternoon was beautiful. I was walking around in shorts outside.
Yeah, well, you can't walk out there in shorts right now, Elisa, because it is chilly. We're looking at temperatures in the mid-30s. It will warm up this afternoon, but cold this morning. 34 in Salisbury. Just checked my home station in Millsboro. 34 there. And then Elsewhere inland, 34 right now, mid to upper 30s at the coast. And those winds are strong at the beaches, gusting to 24 in Ocean City, 28 at Indian River Inlet. So the feels like temperatures are cold. Feels like 26 in Salisbury, 27 in Redden, 32 in Rehoboth. So the bottom line is bundle up. At least we're seeing mainly clear skies, good visibility. We're drying out from all that rain yesterday as we're looking at mainly clear skies over us. Clouds are just lurking offshore, but high pressure is building in from the west. We're on the cold side of that, so we're still looking at that northwesterly flow. Very cold and breezy this morning. Make sure you bundle up. At least we're seeing sunshine by the noon hour, warming into the 50s, and then by mid-afternoon, close to 60 well inland, but then you get closer to the beaches, and it's going to be chillier, more like 50s, but right along the 113 corridor, temperatures in the mid to upper 50s. Lots of folks washing their cars lately. I think you're in good shape to do that the next 2 days. Not so Thursday. I think a better chance of showers later in the day. Might want to hold off till Friday.
Thank you, Bob. And our top story this half hour, explicit language along the boardwalk will soon be pushed to the back. Monday night, the Ocean City Council moved forward with the first reading of an ordinance which would not allow explicit content or language posted at the front of a store along the boardwalk. According to the ordinance, this product must be pushed inside the store where no one on the boardwalk can see it. While people agree this is a family vacation hotspot, some think this won't make a difference.
I think honestly it's not going to matter one way or the other because people are still going to be using foul language, unfortunately.
And the Ocean City Council will have a second and final reading on this topic during a future council meeting.
Also tonight in Ocean City, another move to regulate displaying merchandise on the boardwalk. A public hearing is scheduled on amending the ordinance. Getting reviewed is the elimination of mannequins displayed outside of business, along with updates on regulations dealing with displays encroaching on neighboring stores. And while this meeting is set to begin at 6, the public hearing that we're talking about, that is expected to take place at 7 p.m. in City Hall.
The wastewater situation in Lewis is continuing to unfold. Happening now, the city is planning to respond after a deal to pump millions of gallons using Rehoboth Beach's outfall fell through. The city's Board of Public Works hoped this would solve the need for a new facility. Nearly 5 years ago, partially treated wastewater was discharged into the Lewis-Rehoboth Canal, and in 2021, the pump station broke after it discovered items like wipes were being flushed into the system from people's homes. The new BPW General Manager, Robin Davis, will be a part of tonight's workshop at the Roland Center, dealing with the options related to the need of a new facility.
Got developing news out of Milton. That's where town officials are looking at short-term rentals. Currently, Milton does not have a policy for businesses like Airbnbs, and some of the recommendations being considered tonight by the Planning and Zoning Commission include having only 2 people per bedroom. However, children 6 and under, they're not counted in that total. Commercial events not allowed at the rental. And get this, a new article would actually need to be added to the town code specifically dealing with short-term rentals.
Happening now in Delaware, a controversial bill that just passed the Senate now heads to the State House for consideration. Senate Bill 21 would reconfigure corporate law in Delaware. Advocates say too many large companies are leaving the state and taking their tax revenue with them, so this bill is needed for Delawareans' wallets. Opponents, including corporate lawyers, say it is important to note it's not easy to win in the Chancery Court, and all this will do is get rid of stockholder lawsuits, taking power away from those invested in the companies.
And I think this is really a way not to get rid of meritless lawsuits, which is usually how reform is couched. We want to get rid of meritless lawsuits. Here they're saying is we don't want lawsuits that potentially could stop a transaction. So give us a safe harbor, give us immunity from a lawsuit possibly succeeding.
Friedlander says the bill also strips Delaware of what makes it unique in corporations here. So in his opinion, companies would have no incentive to stay. He says he believes a compromise can be found, but this bill isn't it.
New overnight, after what was supposed to be 9 days, that turned into 9 months. NASA's SpaceX Crew 9 is ready to return to Earth from the International Space Station. The hatch has been closed between the SpaceX Dragon and the International Space Station shortly after 11 p.m. and the Crew 9 mission is targeting a splashdown at approximately 5:57 p.m. today off of the Florida coast.
And we are now taking a live look at our nation's capital. The Trump administration continues declining to predict if the U.S. will go into a recession. They forecast a transitional period with potential economic pain.
Now, President Trump says his new tariffs will be worth it in the end. As Amy Kiley shows us, some economists say they prefer to avoid a downturn altogether.
They're sort of making excuses and stories about a bad economy when we don't yet have a bad economy.
Experts say it's not too late to avoid inflation and a potential economic slowdown. That's despite a grim new forecast and warnings like these from the Trump administration.
There are no guarantees.
Between now and April 2nd, there'll be some uncertainty.
April 2nd is when President Donald Trump says he'll unveil sweeping new tariffs. He says they'll offer negotiating leverage, protection for some domestic industries, and a response to trade deficits.
It's a liberation day for our country because we're going to be getting back a lot of the wealth that we so foolishly gave up to other countries.
A new report from the Organization for Economic Cooperation and Development paints a grimmer outlook. It predicts if U.S. businesses end up paying more tariffs, that would lead to price hikes for American consumers and a slower U.S. economy. But note that word if.
A lot of the fundamentals are still in pretty good shape.
It's almost as if the Trump economic team has accepted that bad things are going to happen.
The president says he won't back down on tariffs. Other countries say they're working on retaliatory measures and trade deals that don't involve the U.S. But economists point out it's not April 2nd yet.
That's kind of a self-created crisis. I feel like that could be pretty easily reversed if needed.
I'm Amy Kiley reporting.
New this morning, focus in the White House is on international affairs. Today, President Trump is expected to speak with Russian President Putin. The goal, ending the 3-year-long war on Ukraine, starting with a 30-day ceasefire. This comes as tensions and airstrikes explode overnight in the region.
We're going to see if we can work a peace agreement, a ceasefire and peace, and I think we'll be able to do it.
According to the White House, Ukraine has already agreed to the terms of that ceasefire.
Got more news to get to in this final half hour. Don't go anywhere.
Coming up, Dagsboro debates noise. We'll tell you about the impending regulations on turning down the volume around town.
And big decisions in Philly. One star is set to stay while another is out for the rest of the season. CoastTV News Today is back after this.
Looking to transform your mobile home? Trust Delaware Mobile Home Repair. From skirting and siding to more, our experienced crew handles all your renovation needs. Unlike others, we specialize in manufactured homes, understanding their unique needs, saving you from future costly repairs. Need a fresh look? Our team specializes in stunning interior remodels to complete makeovers tailored to your style. Visit our new showroom on Route 24 by Love Creek for all your mobile home needs, or visit our website to request a free estimate from Delaware Mobile Home Repair.
Middays with April Brilliant. It's a feel-good show on your radio.
April is the easiest way to get through my workday.
She plays my favorite songs.
She helped me find my furry friend.
She's always making me smile.
Listening to April is the best way to get through my workday.
She makes me feel special.
Middays with April, weekdays 10 to 3 on Coast Country 103.9 and 106.3. Sponsored by Dorchester County Office of Tourism.
At Patio Systems, integrity is the pillar of our craft, creating outdoor havens that stand the test of time. Expand your outdoor season with the shore's best selection of screen and glass enclosures, pergolas, retractable awnings, and a wide selection of modern decking and railing systems. Visit our new showroom location on Coastal Highway and experience our products firsthand, or schedule a free consultation with our friendly staff. Now is the perfect time to call Patio Systems, locally owned and operated since 2001.
With our vast selection of wines, beers, and spirits, Banks Wines and Spirits is your beverage headquarters. Wild Wine Week begins March 15th through the 22nd. Save 20% off on cases of wine. 2 wine experts are on site at all times. Daily tastings, shop in store or order online. Knowledgeable sales staff and a comfortable shopping experience. Nobody beats our prices. Your decision isn't where to go, it's what to buy when you get to Banks Wines and Spirits. Please drink responsibly.
6:39 on our Tuesday morning. Tyndall's Casual Furniture Cam starting to see, well, some sunrise, some semblance of it. Sun's up at 7:07. Laurel right now 34. We're hovering just above that freezing mark all across inland parts of Delmarva, around 33 to 34 degrees, 37 in Ocean City and 37 in Rehoboth. We're seeing gusty winds 15 to even 30 miles per hour, and that's sending feels like temperatures down into the 20s and low 30s. So bundle up out the door. Today's checklist: you can leave the umbrella at home. Make sure you have a heavy coat this morning, a lighter coat this afternoon. Definitely need the sunscreen. That March sun getting stronger. Warm beverage, always good to have. And make sure you have the sunglasses too. And congratulations to Scott from Lewis on winning a new umbrella from Paul Davis and Coast TV.
Happening now, the Bethany Beach Police Department is hiring seasonal officers for summer 2025. The agency says you must apply by March 31st, and this position comes with a $1,500 sign-on bonus. Bethany Beach Police says officers make $20 an hour, and you can submit your applications online.
Delmarva Sports Network from the Wawa Studios.
Philadelphia pro sports were all over the sports world last night on the gridiron and the hardwood. We'll start with the Eagles, who continue to hand out money to key pieces on the offense. Five-time All-Pro right tackle Lane Johnson has reworked his contract with the Eagles. Johnson added $8 million over the next 2 years, including an additional $30 million in guarantees. The star tackle will turn 35 years old in May, but has remained one of the best at his position, taking home second-team All-Pro honors this past season. He's now under contract through the 2027 season. And across the street, the Sixers finally put an end to one of the season's most polarizing players, Paul George. Yesterday, George received injections in his left adductor muscle and left knee, which will sideline him for the final 14 games of the Sixers season. He averaged just 16 points per game this year, which was his lowest total in over 10 seasons. Like Johnson, George also turns 35 in May, and the 15-year NBA vet is set to make over $50 million in each of the next 3 seasons, with the last year as a player option. Remember to download the DSN app and subscribe to DSN Plus to stay up to date with all of our incoming spring sports action. That'll do it for sports. Have a great day, everyone.
And coming up tonight on DSN, 8:30, Decatur takes on Queen Anne's. That's in girls lacrosse. And then for a recap of all of tonight's action, it's the final score at 10:30. On the DSN Plus app, you get that Decatur lacrosse game along with the girls and the boys Bayside Conference All-Star basketball games.
If you're having a rough week, you can cheer up with a weekly dose of local good news from Coast TV with personal features, fun things to do each weekend, and more. You can sign up right now for free at Coast TV. Get your weekly dose of joy directly to your inbox on Friday. And here's a look at what's coming up today on Coast Life at 4.
Happy Tuesday, Delmarva. Hopefully you're excited about tuning in to Coast Life today at 4 o'clock. Let's see what's coming up today on the show. If you love Tex-Mex, your comfort burritos, well, we've got the best place in Ocean City to check it out.
Well, I have much better feelings about that than I do about soup. We're going to be debating soup. Is it a full meal? I say no.
And there's always something changing in the ever-changing world of real estate. We've got some answers to some questions that you may have with the experts. All that fun and more is coming up today at 4 on Coast.
Here's a live look at our Irish Eyes cam right now. Some clouds hugging the coast, otherwise clear skies inland, breezy and cold. Winter's winding down the next couple of days, and it's going to end on the milder side. And then spring arrives Thursday with spring showers for the first day of the new season. I'll have your full forecast coming up in 2 minutes. Stay tuned.
Winter may be packing its bags, but it left a chill behind. Don't let a cold snap catch you off guard. Call FH Fur for our $69 heating system tune-up. We'll keep your system running smoothly so you're warm and snug until spring finally makes up its mind. Act now and get our no breakdown guarantee. With over 40 years of trusted service, FH Fur Plumbing, Heating, Air Conditioning, and Electrical are the pros who've seen and fixed it all.
877-GO-FUR, FHFur.com.
Have you ever felt leg pain, restlessness, cramps, tingling, swelling, numbness, itchiness, or coldness? Then you need the new, clinically proven Legzercise Pro. the natural circulation booster that uses continuous automatic leg movement to soothe pain and promote healthy circulation the natural drug-free way.
After using Lasercise for a week, I felt like I wanted to go for a walk again without pain like I used to.
Lasercise Pro's patented walking simulator propulsion technology moves your feet back and forth along its concave track, creating constant movement and flex at both the knee and ankle joints. It's like having a physical therapist right in your own home.
It's helped with the swelling and the pain. The tingling feeling is gone.
Call right now and order your very own Lasercise Pro, the clinically proven automatic leg mover that soothes pain and naturally promotes healthy circulation. Call now.
Weather brought to you by Coastal Comfort Heating and Air Conditioning, dedicated to excellence in Delaware and Maryland.
Coastal Comfort knows there's no place like home. It's where we can be totally comfortable. Totally comfortable being ourselves, making a mess, making improvements, making strides, making memories with those we love. Totally. Big or small, at the beach, or on the farm, all along the Eastern Shore. It's home, and Coastal Comfort is always here to keep you totally comfortable. Coastal Comfort, a Carrier Factory authorized dealer serving Maryland and Delaware. Carrier, turn to the experts.
The time is now 6:45 and we are taking a live look outside at Rehoboth Beach this morning. Bob, there's a little bit of that sun starting to peek out. We did not have that yesterday morning. That is a beautiful view in Rehoboth. A little chilly on the beach this morning though.
Yeah, definitely a definite 180 from yesterday morning, right? At least we had all that rain and flooding conditions. This morning, much better, but it's much colder as well. A cold start and a milder end. I think we're looking at 61 this afternoon. Average high is 55, up to 65 on Wednesday. Spring arrives bright and early. Thursday morning we'll be on the air, 5:01 a.m., 68 the high, with some showers later in the day and then windy, much colder into Friday, 53, and then Saturday up to 63 degrees. But it is not 63. It is a lot colder than that right now. 33 in Ocean Pines and Redden, 34 in Georgetown, 34 in Salisbury, mid to upper 30s at the coast. And those winds are strong. They're sustained 5 to at least 15 miles per hour, gusting to 32 in Indian River Inlet, 24 in Ocean City, 14 in Millsboro. So feels like temperatures into the mid to upper 20s, inland areas, low 30s at the coast. Bottom line is bundle up this morning. As we're seeing some clouds coming through, I think the majority of those clouds are hugging the coast as we have low pressure offshore with showers out there, but we've got high pressure building in from the west. We're still on the cold side of this high with a north and northwest flow, so it's going to be chilly today, but then once this high slides offshore the next couple of days, we will start to warm up. And the plains are quiet right now, but we've got a building ridge of high pressure out here, and then eventually that warmth will be headed our way, but not this morning as we're cold. We're in the 30s and low 40s on Futurecast at 9 a.m. You still see the multicolor arrows indicating the wind. That wind will start to back off as we go into the afternoon hours. Mid-afternoon, mid to upper 50s, 40s and 50s at the coast, 60 in Seaford down to Salisbury around 5 o'clock, around 59 in Millsboro, but cooler at the beaches. And then tonight, as those winds die down, we're looking at much cooler conditions tomorrow morning, again in the 30s, mid to upper 30s, but then a warm up into the afternoon, well into the 60s away from the coast, maybe even 70 well inland, but 50s at the beaches. And then it starts to cloud up as we go into Wednesday evening. We're looking at northwest winds strongest this morning, around 25 to 30 miles per hour. Then they'll start to quiet down, and that's when we'll cool off through the overnight hours. We do have a next system moving in on Thursday as spring arrives later Thursday into Friday morning. We're looking at showers, and then Friday will be a blustery and colder day. And then for the weekend, this model's bringing in some showers on Saturday. I don't know. I think we keep it pretty quiet throughout the weekend. And as far as rainfall amounts later Thursday into Friday, maybe about a half an inch to about an inch of rain. Paul Davis 7-day forecast, 61 today, 65 Wednesday. First day of spring. Spring showers, 68, blustery and colder Friday. Weekend, lots of clouds, maybe a stray sprinkle, 63 Saturday, cooler Sunday, and some more showers by Monday and 65.
Thank you, Bob. There is an attempt to keep the noise down in Dagsboro. The town has had lots of discussion in the past months surrounding alcohol laws, what time businesses should be allowed to stay open. Now, the big topic is how to control noise.
The nuisance ordinance would apply to both businesses and homes. CoastTV News reporter Brendan Conroy shows us how some locals say it's a good thing.
An ordinance aimed at reducing noise and freeing up police resources is up for discussion in Dagsboro. Town Council met Monday to talk about a proposed nuisance ordinance. It would set noise rules for businesses and property owners with fines for violations. Officials say clear guidelines could help police focus on more serious issues. David Elliott, owner of Delmarva Billiards and Sports Bar, tells CoastTV his business hasn't had many problems, especially when it comes to noise. But says a nuisance ordinance is a good thing to implement.
A lot of times it depends if there's been repetitive problems or so forth, but it could be necessary, yes. It's not something that our business is against. If they feel the need that the business needs to be temporarily halted pending a meeting, we do support that. We do support public safety as a whole.
Shireen High owns property in Dagsboro. She says she thinks having a set of rules to follow would minimize the amount of issues or noise complaints around town.
If we have an ordinance, people know the rules, they can respect each other and hopefully have less issues than having the one issue that the police have to continue to go to.
Keeping things quiet in Dagsboro. For CoastTV News, I'm Brendan Conroy.
The Dagsboro Town Council also discussed a possible emergency business license revocation. If a business causes enough issues, the town could decide to suspend or revoke its license. Officials say this would be a separate thing from the nuisance ordinance, but that discussion was deferred to a later meeting. And the time is now 6:50, so we're going to check in with our coastal pet of the day.
And today's coastal pet of the day is a girl who just got back from the groomer. Take a look at 11-year-old Carly Ann. As you can see, rocking a new look. And Carly Ann was submitted to us by Virginia in Milford.
And we want to see more of your pets on Delmarva. Send us photos and tell us what makes them so special. You can take a look at your screen.
If you do that, you'll see that QR code there at the top. Scan it, get your friends to us, and then watch weekdays from 5 to 7 a.m. to see all the pets we feature.
Beautiful sunrise out there on the Tyndall's Casual Furniture Cam 34 in Laurel. It's a cold start, a milder end. We'll call it a terrific Tuesday for Delmarva. Lots of sunshine and 60s. Winter ends mild with spring showers for the first day of spring. That comes on Thursday. Weekend not looking too bad. Your 10-day forecast is coming up next.
Are you expecting a child or you're the parents of a child up to 5 years old? First Wave Families is here to help you. Through partnership with Maryland Family Network, we offer resources for parents with childcare. All programs are 100% free. That's right, 100% free. We offer parenting classes, mental health workshops, social activities for parents and children, life coaching, and so much more. Located on the campus of Coastal Community Church in Berlin, Maryland. Visit our website to sign up today, www.firstwavefamilies.org.
Transform your bathroom from ordinary to stunning in a snap with Showerglass. At Showerglass, we provide fast turnaround time, professional installation, and a lifetime warranty. Our pricing is competitive. We don't need a copy of someone else's quote to get you the best possible price. Now you can replace your curtain with a semi-frameless shower door starting at $13.50. Showerglass, it's all we do. Visit showerglassdoors.net to schedule your free consultation.
Do you have stains in your carpet that won't come out? You need Horsepower Bullshot, the all-new hands-free carpet cleaner and deodorizer. Just spray, and the stain and odor go away. Got pet messes? This black light shows a urine stain is gone in just seconds. The advanced foam action formula penetrates deep to emulsify and neutralize stains and odors. It erases blood stains, makeup, juice, coffee, and more. For older and tougher stains, just give it a little rub and watch as Bullshot works its magic. Red wine spills? They're no problem for Bullshot. And watch up close as burnt bacon grease stains are obliterated right before your very eyes. Get Horsepower Bullshot for only $19.99. But wait, due to rising costs, this may be your last chance to get yours. And there's a strict limit of 3 at this low price. So don't wait. Order now.
Call 1-800-693-6210 or visit buybullshot.com. So call 1-800-693-6210 or visit buybullshot.com now.
Look who's cooking for Sussex County Habitat for Humanity. Volunteer chefs from local realtors compete for the best appetizers, entrees, and desserts. And you can try them all. It's an evening of tasty treats, raffles, and door prizes at the St. Jude Parish Center on March 20th at 6 p.m. in Lewis. For more information about the event and to get your tickets, go to SussexCountyHabitat.org. We'll see you, Delmarva, at the Look Who's Cooking Challenge on March 20th in Lewis.
And the time is now 6:54, and here are the things you need to know before we go. Milton is looking at short-term rentals. Some of the recommendations being considered tonight by the Planning and Zoning Commission include having only 2 people per bedroom. Commercial events would not be allowed at the rental. And get this, a new article would need to be added to the town code specifically dealing with short-term rentals.
An organization from California called Direct Action Everywhere, or DXE, is making noise on Delmarva. Animal agriculture consists of the breeding, raising, and slaughter of animals for human use. That's what they say. Something that the organization wants to get rid of. And if DXE were to achieve their goal and rid the country of animal agriculture, the Delmarva Chicken Association says it would be disastrous.
A new education wing is in the spotlight for the Milton Theater. The theater leaders say its estimated $3 million expansion will set the scene for their arts programs. Theater management says the wing's rehearsal spaces and classrooms will expand arts education in the area. Leaders at the Milton Theater say they expect to break ground on this new project in May or June, and they expect construction on that project to be finished at the beginning of next year.
Now getting a look at Pope Francis for the first time since his hospitalization, and it shows Francis at a hospital chapel in Rome where he participated in a mass service. The Vatican released this picture of the 88-year-old pontiff. The Pope has been battling respiratory illness for weeks.
A city in the United States has made the top 10 list for the best food in the world.
I'm excited about this. Bragging rights. This seems like it makes sense. Go to the Big Easy. New Orleans came in at the #1 spot.
And the global survey was released by Time Out and made more than 18,000 people participated. The Louisiana city is known for the diverse culinary blend of French, Spanish, Vietnamese, and African influences.
All right, New Orleans is also where you can get some of the best gumbo, jambalayas, and beignets. Did I get that one right, Elisa? I always struggle with that one.
I'm already starving. Well, it's a good thing we're getting to weather so Bob can tell us about our forecast.
Before we head out the door, starting off cold, Bob.
It is starting out very cold. Last 2 days of winter, the mornings will be very chilly. You might want to definitely warm up that car and bundle up as we're looking at temperatures in the 30s. Lots of sunshine today, but a cold breeze. I think we're in the low 60s later on. A little cooler at the beaches, around 61. Paul Davis 10-day forecast. Wednesday, last day of winter, 65. Spring arrives on Thursday with showers later in the day with a high of 68, then blustery and colder Friday. Weekend not bad with clouds Saturday, maybe a few showers, 63. Dries out on Sunday, maybe another shower chance Monday into Tuesday, then turning colder after that.
Thank you so much, Bob. Matt, that looks like a good forecast.
I'm all excited about it. Bob said it was terrific.
He
Terrific
did.
Tuesday.
No pressure, Bob. Well, thank you so much for joining us here for Coast TV News today.
And the Today Show is coming up next at 7 a.m.
Then we'll be back for Coast TV News midday at 11, so make sure you join us then.
And for even more news and coverage you can count on, download our Coast TV News and weather apps. You know, if you have an app like this on your phone, you can track that Terrific Tuesday
Terrific.
hour by hour. Have a great Tuesday morning, everybody.